This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I are playing the Deadlands role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is Chains of Hatred. It was written by Alex Sun, who is also our game marshal. The system we are using is Deadlands, which is part of the Savage Worlds role-playing game. This is episode 13. Our recap will be given by David Gassaway as his character Eustace Barnett. So, without any further delays, let's continue our journey into the darkness. David?
Lucky 13. Thanks, partner. I say it's all well and good that we done left the hanging judge on t'other side of the Rio Grande, but sure as shooting that Aztec soul eater what we got the brand of is making its way toward us as inexorable as the angel of death itself, so we best keep moving. Our so-tailed Bruin amigo, Senor Sanchez, sent us along with an old beat-up wagon for ourselves and his man Jesus with a load of spirits to deliver down Monte Rey. And it was a good thing we was long, too, 'cause wouldn't you know it, but we was all ambushed by a nest of banditos, blocking the way with a broken cart and a feller playing wounded. These Mexicali rascals ain't could have foreseen that this hooch wagon was accompanied by direwolves, sharpshooters, fast talkers, wizards, and an Italian strongman. And them's we didn't whoop high-tailed for long, and we helped ourselves to what they left behind and went a-follerin'. Monte Rey looks pretty high class and pretty too, 'ceptin' most towns I've seen ain't missing all the young'uns. Something eerie about that.
All right. Well, thank you for the recap, Eustace.
Yep.
We're going to continue because right now, amidst the towering mountains, you are in Monterrey, which is known as El Sultan del Norte. It is known for its silver jewelry, and you have noticed that, yes, there are no children. So you arrive here a little later in the evening as the sun's about to set. What are you all doing? You're tired from travel, from running. How long can you keep this up?
Just the prospect of having a nice, comfortable bed is a welcome one.
Yeah, that's one thing, and I figure the Soul Eater is going to have a harder time picking us out of a larger population such as this, although
Right.
it's inevitable.
What,
Does the Zotal company have a distributing office here that can put us up, or hey, Mr. Sanchez got some friendlies that can see to us, or we just got to get ourselves some hostelry otherwise?
You certainly may spend a penny to have that.
All right.
Thom, you're muted.
What's
I'll
what's our money level at right now? Is
It's
it
at a
million?
D6. Everything's at a D6 right now.
Okay.
Can't say I
Well-
entirely miss the screeching voices of little children, but the total absence is a bit spooky.
Right, in every village you've passed to like restock, there's always been like kids playing in the
Children.
dirt with dogs.
That's
But the
mighty
city
odd.
has nothing. Nothing like that.
I'm going to go try to raise our financial resources by
All right,
doing a little
but
gambling
I
if
would
there's
like
a-
to know the result of if Eustace wants to spend that penny or not.
I figured I'd toss in my recap, Benny, just to make sure we had someplace friendly, We know that the Sanchez's is on the same side as the Juaristas and not on the side of the gendarmes, which seems like a positive thing. Just give us a base operations we ain't already stirring up trouble in.
Yeah, then I would say, hold on. There is an Isaac that maybe during your travels of delivering that so tall, there's a Joseph, one of the hands of Senor Sanchez. He mentioned that he has a brother, Isaac, who is in this city, and he'd be willing to pay post you all up. So great, let's write that down.
That way, if Joe, for example, pisses off some folks at the card table, or Jeremiah gets to talking little lad, we don't get run out on the rail before we get a decent night's sleep.
Yeah,
I'll
so
probably I'll take it easy on.
so what this is, it's a nice two-story building made of cool stone. You knock on the wooden door, and Isaac opens up and says, how can I help you?" Eyeing you a little suspiciously. Eustace.
We all come down just this evening with the delivery or so tell from Senor Sanchez up the ways.
He
We
picks up the
accompanied,
bottle and
yep,
inspects it, nods.
we accompanied Jesus and Joseph, uh, and figured perhaps Joseph suggested he might possibly be able to put us up for a night or two so we figure things out around here.
Oh, a friend of my brother and my nephew is a friend of mine. Please, make yourselves at home. There's a spot for the wagon in the back.
Very nice. This here's Buttercup, and don't mind the wolf
The
dogs. They're
the
friendly.
dogs, yes. The dogs will have to stay outside, I will say.
I'll tie him up.
Thank you. And he gets all of your names. And as the sun sets, it is proper dark. But now, what would everyone like to do? Sorry, I just need to settle down.
How old a fella is Isaac?
It looks like he's in his late 30s.
Does he introduce us to the mamacita of the hacienda?
Yes, yes, he does. There's Maria.
Uh-huh. They're childbearing age then. You'd figure there'd be some little Sanchezlets running around.
That is correct. Do you mention any of that?
Oh, I'm gonna let them do the talking for themselves, I figure. Don't want to
I'll
rile
give
up
you a
the
notice
feathers.
roll just because you're being very attentive.
8 and 6. 7, so not too bad.
Uh, Great. So, from what you understand, during introductions, when he mentioned my brother and his nephew, there's a slight bit of pain when he mentions nephew. And when you're clearing the room, moving some boxes around to make bed for the night, you do move aside like a crate. A small crate that's just been tucked out of sight. Do you look in it?
If the family ain't around to see me snooping, I will.
They are not around. And with a little peek, you can see that this is a box full of children's toys.
Hmm.
Rudimentary wooden things,
I
but
thought I
toys
heard a
nonetheless.
I thought I heard a childish rattle as I shifted that box, and lo and behold,
That's right.
new baby shoes never worn sort of situation. Very
Oh
unpleasant.
no, they're more appropriate for someone around 10.
Hmm. Wonder if they had themselves some sort of pious piper in these parts. Well, keep an eye out.
Why not
Maybe.
just ask him, Eustace?
I don't generally stick my foot in every anus I come across, Jeremiah. That's one of the things that distinguishes yourself from my personhood.
Well, that hasn't been
I'll give
my
you a Betty for
experience,
that.
Eustace.
Hmm.
Yeah, I figure we'll give it a couple days before we make all the parents in the entire city of Monterey cry up in their beers all night for all the missing children. 'Cause don't you know we're gonna have to fetch the little brats back out of some crevice in the mountain or some such.
You think the Pied Piper came through and took all the kids away?
Or somebody's got them hostage.
I mean, we already found Excalibur. Ain't no reason we can't visit the tiny hamlet of Hamlin just the same.
I ain't got no reason to go risking my life chasing rugrats.
Reward.
I don't see no reward yet.
This is a silver town. There's going to be money here.
Well,
Uh, we get
we can
repaid
wrangle
in
that.
we get repaid in silver equal to the weight of every kid that we save. Yeah, I could live with that.
How would we carry it?
Well, we could buy more. We could buy all the wagons we need to carry to carry that.
I'm going to head on over to the saloon.
All right.
Uh,
Push open the doors, that swinging doors. Everyone looks at you.
Good after good. What time is it?
It's the evening,
Okay.
about
Good
6
evening.
p.m. Everyone goes
Uh,
back to doing their thing. Bartender makes a space for you, sets out a glass.
okay.
This is
Ah,
a mutton chopped mustache gentleman,
okay.
tan skin, white, all white.
So I take the drink. I take a sip. I
Hmm.
then turn around and put my elbows on the bar, and I look around, see if there's any games going on.
Is there a game going on? That's a game of chance in itself. Yes, there is.
Excellent. Do they look like they've got money?
It's mostly wrinkled older folks playing with small coins.
Well, money's money. I'll uh I'll mosey on over if I see there's a way I can get into the game and
Yeah,
politely
they'll
ask.
make a seat open for you. They're very quiet, but they do pull up a seat, seeing that you are a player of the game. Give me a gambling roll, please.
Oh, I don't know my other dice. I got a 7.
Okay.
A 7 and a 5.
There is an older man at the table that becomes very prominent because
Mhm.
he's pretty good. You go back and forth a few rounds, uh, but he beats you.
Oh,
At least these first starting rounds. He seems to get a handle of how you play, and he finds out your tells, or at least some of them. His name is Ricardo. He introduced himself. He's the
card.
oldest of the five.
So my next move will then to be A, be aware of my tells, and 2, create false tells
Okay.
so that I can use them against him.
Yeah, if you're doing that, I would say I would give you a bonus. So why don't you give me a gambling roll with a +1 against me and tell me what your result is.
I got a 12
Oh,
on a
very
12-sided
nice.
dice.
It
Does
looks like
that
the
explodes, doesn't it?
That's right.
And a 4.
All right. You show your cards, and in shock, you got him. You were able to trick him in this game of wit, and
My luck.
your luck. That's right. The demon whispering in your head, maybe even. Uh, he relents and gives you a nod. It seems like you've got this elder's respect. But because you're playing for pennies, I'm just not gonna make you roll a money roll for the drinks and for the night. So yeah, it
Okay.
evens out.
Yeah. Yeah. Surprised there's not that much money. Well, maybe that's a clue too. So when I return, I will tell them, I expect to see more money changing hands, but there wasn't much.
Yeah, this seemed like a neighborhood joint.
Yeah.
But like but you haven't returned yet. Ricardo, he speaks up and he says, "What brings you here? Out of
Just
towner?
traveling through. We're heading towards Mexico City.
That's quite a long ways away. That's
Yep.
about what, 600 miles?"
Yeah, and we've had quite a few dangerous adventures. We were waylaid by criminals back near the Rio Grande. They stole most of our stuff. We've barely gotten ourselves back on our feet. I was hoping, quite honestly, to win a little money tonight.
Mm, well, I'm not sure playing against the neighborhood elders is the best way to make some money. But
Where
you
would be
would
a
get a
good
game.
place to play?
There are some high-end like gambling tables, high stakes poker tables. Uh, I usually stay away from them, but he gives you an address. You need to knock on the back of a general store's door, and then once they gauge you, they'll let you in. But you can tell them that you know Ricardo.
All right, maybe I'll do that. It sounds a little scary to me because, high stakes. I don't have very high stakes, and I need my horse.
Hmm. Well, you know the saying: play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Hmm.
There's a lot of danger on the road to Mexico City. It's all mountains and then jungle. There's no major city or anything like that. Only small, nameless villages on the road to Mexico City. You can't take the rail because that only goes east to west, and you're going south. And there's rumors that there's a bandits mountain fortress out there.
Oh, well, that's not good news, but we don't really have much of a choice.
Settle down here.
Well, that sounds like a nice idea. We didn't see much of the town because we came in just before the sun was going down. Looks nice. It's obviously bigger than just this part. Didn't see many children running around though.
He kind of clams up, and you visibly notice that.
And you keep them all inside during this time of the night because,
Give me
coyotes or
a persuade, please.
persuade. I do have persuasion. Wait. It's starting to roll like I'm playing Call of Cthulhu. I got a 6
No.
and a 5.
And in hushed tones, he leans in. You can smell the tequila on his breath. And he says to you, "Oh, we have children here, but it's best to stay clear of these streets after dark because that's when they all come out to play. They've been something's changed them.
Your children have been bewitched.
It's a curse, and it would not be wise of us to talk more about this, lest we bring that misfortune upon ourselves."
Well, I'll lean forward to him and say, uh, well, just this. We have some experience with that sort of stuff in stopping it from happening. So maybe we can do something for you.
Just try not to hurt the children.
Understood.
I I don't speak on the behalf of all the parents, but I'm sure that most of them would be grateful to have this curse lifted.
Who could I talk to about the details of this curse? What caused it? Where'd it come from?
I'm not sure. Everyone is afraid here.
All right. Well, thank you. Nice evening. Uh, enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll be moseying back to my lodge.
He tips his straw hat at you, and I'm gonna make you make one more notice roll before we move on.
Notice roll. That's 8. Double ones.
Oh, a fumble. All right. So you're walking alone down these stone paved pathways. It's pretty scarce. You are not seeing another soul in sight. What you do sense is you do hear a warped giggle from right behind you. And that is where we're gonna switch over to some other people. All right, what would you like to do for the night? Ambrose, Eustace, Bongiorno, Jeremiah?
Well, as mentioned at the top, I'm really looking forward to the prospect of a comfortable bed, so I'm going to enjoy that as much as I can.
Okay, that's great. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna tie this into the narrative. So Ambrose is in bed. Eustace, what about you?
We've been on the road quite a while, and it's mostly I don't ride on Buttercup or the wagon, so my feet are dog tired. I'm gonna use my repair skill on my boots, try
Hmm.
and
Okay,
fit things around to get that hobnail out of my heel and whatnot.
sounds good. There was no mechanical penalty, so no need to
Yep.
roll. You just spend your night doing that. So you're also at home, right? What about you, Jeremiah?
I ain't never been to no city in Mexico. I think I might just have myself a little walk around.
Sounds good. What about you, Bongiorno?
I'm gonna try to go to a very bad bar in the slums and find the waristas, the local warista element,
Ooh, ooh, love
and
that.
also get wasted.
Okay, all right. Jeremiah, why don't you just give me a D4 roll? Bongiorno, give me a notice roll.
I got a 3.
Okay, that's what it means. So good. Very good. What about you, Bongiorno?
I got a 4.
Four for your notice roll. All right, so you do find a bar in the slums. You're looking out for the telltale sign of the resistance, and you find it. You find a Horista hideout. You've shared stories with Salvador, the wielder of Excalibur, and he's given you the sign for the Horista movement. But they're hiding along. They welcome you with open arms because you know Salvador, and you are gonna get trashed, and you're gonna have a night of merriment. So why don't you give me a persuade roll just to see how relations are?
A night of revolutionary action.
Okay.
Uh, I have nothing in persuade, and I
So it'd be
actually
a D6, your wild die plus and a D4, which is the a -2, both of them.
yeah, I got 11 total, so it'd be 9.
Well, that's pretty good. You just know that these are your brothers in arms. They will live and die for you. So I would say I'm gonna roll a D10, and that's how many Juaristas you have just ready.
Hell
6.
yeah.
All right. Wonderful. Meanwhile, Jeremiah, you're heading over into the main city itself, and you can see the towering cathedral.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'll head towards that.
Didn't take you for the religious type. But yes, there is a a cathedral here where you can see there's some people in red robes. They're taking care of the place, caretakers of this cathedral. It's it's probably the largest building in the city. It's the heart of it. This thing was
Oh,
built.
it
Um,
seems to be calling me, so I think I'm just gonna go take a look at it.
yes, yes. You can see a lot of legionnaires. Oh,
Oh
actually,
no.
there's legionnaires watching it. That's all.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna turn the other way.
Okay.
Legionnaires are not my thing.
Yeah. Because you do have the enemy minor trait, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna make it a little difficult for you. I mean, I'm gonna pay you a penny, but you are going to give me a stealth roll, please.
So I get a Benny, but I'll give you a stealth roll.
Yeah, you get a penny because I'm inconveniencing you with one of your hindrances.
Okay, okay. Stealth is... Looks like I got a 5.
All right, you avoid legionnaires, but then you find yourself lost in a maze of alleyways.
All right. Well, is there anyone around?
You hear movement just beyond your reach, and around the corner, there's the sliver of a shadow that just pulls itself away. Maybe comes back a little, pulls itself away, but never really goes around the corner.
Hmm. Now you there. You think I don't see you, but I do.
It
Come on out.
keeps doing the same thing over and over. It's like this. Let's say this is the wall, and this is like what's on the other side, and it's
Yeah.
always like this.
Well, I guess I'll just keep walking.
More skittering.
Hmm.
Do you have a survival roll?
Yeah, sure I do. Survival. Yeah. 2.
Oh, okay. So you keep getting turned around, and you swear each corner it's got someone watching, peeking.
Hell,
And at
how
this
many?
point, maybe you're getting a little freaked out. I'll take a fear check.
Okay.
Monterey is fear level 3, so you will be taking an additional -1.
Fear. What is fear? Is it vigor?
It's spirit.
Oh,
It's
spirit.
your wits, your mind, how well you can keep your shit together.
5.
5. Okay. Great. So you're getting a little unnerved.
Okay.
And
I'll just keep one hand on my gun.
right, that's when you hear it sounds like silverware clacking together. And it's getting a little closer. We're gonna switch over to Ambrose and Eustace as you as they're spending some time in Isaac and Maria's abode. You can see Eustace, he's hammering away at his shoes with a repair kit. Ambrose, what are you doing?
Lying on the bed, uh, maybe idling around, seeing if he's got any reading material or anything in the place, and then suddenly thinking, if I do find anything, oh, yeah, it's going to be in Spanish, isn't it? So it might as well be in Greek for all the good it'll do.
That's correct.
But
Uh,
well, yeah, just enjoy sat on a nice, comfortable bed where it's probably the first mattress that I've had for a long time now.
yeah, and maybe these two beds are in the same room with Eustace. This could be a chance to deepen your relationship. How well do you know Eustace?
Oh, that's a good point.
Who is he to you? Is he just a tool to be used in order to get to Mexico City?
No, far from that. I think between everyone that's around with us, that Eustace is probably the closest to me in thinking of folks that actually have an honest streak in them. That is just circumstance that's landed us where we are. So I might prod and ask a little bit about that. So,
Do you tell him
so
that though?
yeah, I think so. I'd probably maybe not put it in as blunt term, but yeah, ask what was it that ended up landing you with the rest of us at the pit anyway? Because I
Oh,
know
well,
the others are very much from obviously the gang, but you don't strike me as that kind of type.
no, sir. I think it's a fair look-see you got there. I've always been more of the independent type, but lacking what I do in resources such as the family that they all got or the education you got, I sort of fend for myself, if you will.
Mm.
Sometimes it leads me into circumstances that, well, you know what it's been like since we got out of that inferno. If it ain't one thing, it's another.
Very true.
I have acquired over time the impression that you lost your peeper in some circumstances that weren't as straightforward as ricochet and bullet or what have you.
Mm. No, but it was certainly nothing quite so pointed. I mean, the Red Sect weren't so much interested in shooting me up, but definitely making a point out of me. So no, I think the last thing that I saw was the heel of a boot coming towards it very swiftly.
Oh, it sounds
Basically,
like
I
an.
got the proverbial seven shades of shit pounded out of me and left for dead in a ditch.
And yet you have shown a remarkable capacity in the healing arts, with regard to when I got cleft in two, and the Italian gets himself pummeled into paste every few hours, but you can't do nothing about the peeper, huh?
Maybe in time, but it's going to be a lot of effort.
And they're following you around, not unlike our Aztec whirlwind.
Mhm.
So you're a
Yeah,
wanted man in a couple of regards.
yes, more on a personal level, the Lacroix family do not take kindly to anyone muscling in on their turf, and their turf or their self-declared turf being the practice of worshipping the lower, even though they very much worship the Petra lower rather than they follow the dark path rather than the light path, you could say.
Well, I figured the dark path would be the lower and the higher would be the brighter.
Oh, the Petra, yeah, we can get into a nice bit of a philosophical discussion about the intricacies of voodoo religion and the pantheon.
How about
Nice.
the feller in the icy wagon? Is he on one of them lower sides or the other?
The icy wagon.
Yeah, the feller who wanted the heart to keep his wagon chilly.
Oh,
The,
yes, him.
the flamboyant gentleman with the draperies and what have you.
Hmm. You know, he's still a bit of a mystery to me.
You can give
But
me an occult roll because you did do a little divination on him, right? But your Loa gave you just vague
mhm.
shots, like flashes. Let's see if you can decipher that, depending on how
Okay.
well your occult roll is.
Yep. That's an 8.
Sometimes my idiotic ramblings can be inspiring to certain cogitations. Not
They can
always,
be.
though.
It's,
Four?
it's
Okay.
it's a 4, so it's just a regular hit.
All right. I'll remind you what it was again. It was an ocean and the
Hmm.
sun rising in the east. So that was the Atlantic Ocean.
Hmm.
The trees and the small villages, they definitely reminded you of the northern cities. So definitely some kind of city or town in New England. And then you got another flash of imagery, and I think it was like blood boiling and then tentacles coming out of the blood puddle.
Mm.
That's all I'm giving you for standard.
Yeah, so he might be connected with something nasty up in New England. But I mean, hell, he ran all the way to ran all the way to Texas, and then, like us, he's heading even further south.
Was he looking for something down here other than his magical sword?
I think he kind of strikes me as the kind of person that will be out for, if it's anything remotely magical or esoteric, he will find a use for it. So almost like a collector of the strange and unusual, which eventually that stuff you play with fire that much, you're going to get burned.
Maybe that's why he likes to keep his cabin so chilly. He's named for a poisonous bush, weren't he?
Oleander.
Oleander, yeah. Oh.
Peculiar in its own right. I had an Aunt Nightshade. Well, she weren't exactly an ant, but that's another story.
Yeah, I'll take a notice roll now, and I'll give you a Benny Ambrose for your characterization.
Hey.
5 is all I got.
Yeah, there's a bit of some thumping outside, and then the wolves they start to bark.
Oh, hell, we got visitors again.
Oh yeah, go.
And this
Have a look
thumping,
outside.
it's coming from the back.
Is there a window that can overlook the back
Yeah, why
that we can
not?
see? Yeah, go on, poke. Have a look outside and see what's causing the ruckus.
With your good eye, you see
Hmm.
in the dark. There's a few shapes moving around the wagon that's been parked. Small shapes, and they're making off with some of the wagon wheels.
I think making a yell, say, "Hey, that stuff ain't yours," and banging on the wall, or
Yeah, yeah. And maybe just when like you open the curtains, right? It shines some light down on what you see. And what you see is a child, right? It's a kid, no more than 8 or 10, but their jaw is like this, like deformed one side and the other. Some of their eyes is just popping out of its head. They're all gray and dusty. They look at you and they continue running into the dark. And there's like a couple of them, all deformed in their own way.
I I was half
huh?
expecting more of those obnoxious monkeys we saw before. What the hell's a banged up kid like that gonna do with a wagon wheel? I'm gonna go over and soothe Buttercup, who's very sensitive to these sorts of things.
All right, so you head outside. And that's when we're gonna swap back to Joe Willenhall as you hear that giggle behind you in these empty
Yeah.
streets.
And I was actually wondering if I saw Stefan, but I don't think I
For
did. I
Benny,
mean, Jeremiah. Yeah, I'll spend a penny to
I'll take
save
that.
my sort of brother.
So yeah, you bump into Jeremiah, lost in these alleyways,
Jeremiah, what the hell are you doing out here?
and then you
Oh,
hear the
I,
giggle.
I got lost and I kept following them scrabbling sounds.
Well, it turns out that none of you guys should be out of that place. Apparently, there's something running around. Uh, the people in this town are terrified of what the children have turned into.
You
Some
hear
sort of,
Ain't
silverware.
seen no children.
Yeah, you hear silverware like kind of shing shing clicking against one another.
yeah, I don't like that noise. Let's get the hell back.
Yeah, all right.
You turn the corner and there's about 6 of these malformed kids. Wicked looking. Uh, a look of demented joy on their faces. And they're all holding like rusty forks and knives. And they're standing there blocking your way.
Well, ain't
Um,
those kids just precious?
Now, I can pretty much guess there are no adults looking out their windows or
That's
anything like
correct.
that. I'm going to cast light right in front of me.
All
If
right,
they're afraid to come out in the daytime,
let's see if you are fast enough because we're just gonna go into combat then.
okay. We need to combat
They
order.
do not like that. All right, well, Joe, you got an 8 of hearts. Jeremiah, you did get a 7 of hearts, and I got a 10 of clubs. Oh
I'm gonna
boy,
spend a penny for another card.
you may. You got a 4 of spades. Would you like another?
Oh, No, it's not meant to be. I'll take
All right. Well, you still get the highest. So it's still a 7 of hearts. All
it.
right.
Okay.
What are we doing? We're doing. The kids, they rush you before you can cast that spell, Joe.
Okay.
It is a flurry of snarls and grunts, and there's a lot of them, so I'm just going to use group rolls here. Jagged weapons, they start to dig into your skin. Uh, what is your parry? Your parry is 5.
5.
You get a fork in the
No, my
side.
parry is 4.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see that. I see that. You get a rusty fork in the side, and then
God
a
damn.
cleaver comes down on your arm.
Oh,
It's pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. And it will do 8 damage against your
Oh,
toughness of 5.
5. So that takes me to wound 1.
No, just shaken.
Okay.
Another
Damn it.
3. They rush you, Jeremiah.
hmm
That is a 6 total. Your parry is either 2 or 4.
It's 2.
It's pretty awful. Imagine you just getting killed by a bunch of kids. 7 damage, which means you would be shaken.
I'll spend a penny to soak it.
Okay. That's not really necessary, I would recommend.
Yeah,
Because
you
you're not
think?
going to be taking any damage. And once it's your turn, you can get rid of shaken for free.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'll follow your recommendation. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. That was free. 8 of diamonds, Joe Clank. You are yes. So Jeremiah, they descend on you as well. You see like that one of them is using a meat hook, and that gets you scrapes the skin off your forehead.
What kind of child uses a meat hook?
Yeah. It's Joe. What are you doing? You're shaking.
Um,
As like you're raising your arms up from this onslaught of rusty silverware and makeshift weapons.
well, I'm hoping that light will do it. So I'm going to uh, full sunlight.
All right, you are shaken, so I will take a spirit roll to summon
Okay.
the willpower to act. And if you do fail that, you can always spend a penny to unshake.
Okay. And I failed it, so I'll spend a penny to unshake.
All right. Oh, also everyone starts with 3 bennies, so you all get 2
Yeah.
more. All right, so now you can act normally.
No, I've spent 2 already, so I've only got 1 left.
No, but you start with 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did
you're
start with
you're
3.
okay, okay.
Um,
Understood.
all right, so I'm not shaken.
What are you doing?
Uh, can I then cast a spell, or do I have to
Yep.
wait till next round?
Yeah, you definitely
Yeah,
do that. Give me a spell
I will.
casting roll unless you need to get your cards out.
No, it's a natural spell now for me.
That's really good, actually.
Oh, I got an 8. Yeah, I got an 8.
All right, I would say the blinding light explodes out into the alleyway,
Yeah.
and it makes these cursed children defenseless. No, it makes them vulnerable and distracted, so they'll take penalties for hitting you.
Okay.
But means Jeremiah Jones, it's your turn. Would you like to give me a spirit roll to recover from shaken? And if you fail, you can pay a
Yeah,
penny.
yeah.
I might also yell "Run"
Okay.
when I do it.
Oh, actually, I got a 10, so I got a raise to a 10.
Okay. So you're good. Now you can act
Okay.
normally. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna do exactly what Joe says. I'm gonna run, but I'm gonna grab Joe's arm and try to pull him with me.
Sounds good. Give me an athletics check. And if you get a raise, you can escape. If you get a normal one, you have an advantage, but you haven't quite escaped. And if you fail, you're still in the thick of it.
You got a 2.
Well, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
As you
Well, you know what? I'll spend a penny. Can I re-roll that one with a
you
penny?
certainly can. You can certainly can.
Okay. This seems like the right time for that.
We're going to spend all of our bennies.
I know.
5.
Guess how many I have.
Yeah.
All right. So, perhaps in a different reality, one of them just would have grabbed you by the hair with its dirty
Okay.
hands. But you were a little too quick for that. So you run on ahead with Joe. They're still right behind you.
Okay. Let's go, Joe.
And
Yeah.
they're maniacally giggling behind you as they chase you. Eustace, you stepped outside the home. Give me a notice roll.
Them little varmints out here, I don't like it none. Weird-faced kid. Well, that my best number there was a 3.
Okay.
Don't see nothing.
Because you failed, one of them was just waiting right around the corner, and it's just gonna make a free attack on you. Uh, is your parry 4 or better?
It is up to 5 now.
I will spend a Benny to re-roll for myself.
No, sir, I don't like it.
I did roll a 5, so uh, what is your toughness? Your toughness is 5.
Now 6.
Oh, now 6. I guess I'll re-roll it for more damage. Oh, 7 damage. So we will be shaken. As you are clubbed in the side of the head with like a broomstick handle.
God damn it, Ambrose, there's vermins out here of some sort. What the
How are
damnation?
you reacting, Ambrose?
If the sound of commotion, then yeah, I'm going to go down and help him.
Okay, sounds good. You will be entering the combat. What are you doing, Von Journo? You're getting drunk.
Yeah, I'll probably.
You hear some scuffling outside as two people run across the back door. Maybe sticking your head out, you see that it's Joe and Jeremiah.
It's the friggin' gendarmeries. I'm gonna go follow them.
Okay. You guys, your fellow Horistas say, you know where to find us, my friend. Goodbye.
Viva la revolution!
Great. You're all in the combat now. Great. Second round. All right. Top to bottom. Ambrose, Ace of Diamonds.
Ooh.
Joe, Queen of Hearts. Queen of Clubs for Eustace. For the man who just got clubbed.
Huh.
Bongiorno, Jack of Spades. You're rolling hot. Jack of Hearts for Jeremiah Jones.
Right.
And for the Cursed Children, a 10 hearts. Well, they get to go last. Ace of Diamonds, Ambrose, you're upstairs. You just heard Eustace's head get thwacked with a broom handle. The contact of it maybe shattering a bit of the broom handle.
That's
At
a
the end of that broom
probability.
handle is a wicked-looking child.
Hmm. Right, seeing this thing up close and personal now,
Yep.
um, is it something I can identify that maybe it's a creature type that I've read about or come across
You
before?
can certainly give me a occult roll.
Mhm. My dice are not massively liking me tonight. Still only a 4.
4, okay. A raise would give you more information if you'd like to reroll.
Mm,
If not, then you'll get it.
I'll see. I'll see what I get with a regular first, and then see if that's
All right, sounds good.
yeah.
So, what these children are, they are children. There is some semblance of humanity. They are definitely cursed. And what they are cursed by is definitely strong magic. So, there is something else behind the actions of this like rampant group of cursed children. They're
Hmm.
going back somewhere during the day.
Okay. In
Where you
which case,
don't know.
no, but I have a feeling it will know. So I'm going to rummage in my Gree bag
Yep.
and pull out pull out a voodoo kind of generic voodoo doll that I
Ooh,
have,
ooh,
and I'm going to
nice.
attempt to cast puppet on it.
All right. Well, that seems pretty cool. Why don't you give me that spellcasting roll, paying your power points, and I'll try to oppose that with, I believe, a spirit roll, depending how well you do.
Yep, that is 5 of my 25, so that takes me down to a nice round 20. And is oh, that's better. I, I choose between a six or a six that explodes into a nine, or the 10 on my d12. So I'll go with the 10.
All right. So I'll have to beat a 10 with my spirit roll, and I have a D4 spirit, so woohoo! You were targeting the child with the broom. Is
Yes,
that correct? Okay.
the one that seemed to have attacked Eustace. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So after Eustace gets hit in the back of the head, his head kind of rebounding off the wall like a basketball. Um, the kid just freezes. Like deer in the headlights. I've been caught by the teacher. Look, it seems to have worked, your voodoo doll. And that is your turn.
great stuff.
Very good. Queen of Hearts is next. Joe, what are you doing?
Um, my light spell lasts for 10 minutes. So,
Yeah, so they're still chasing you. You can hear the pitter patter of their footsteps, the clanging of blades just like going against the brick, the wall, the stone walls.
um, crap, and I tied up my dogs. Uh, I think I'm just running with Jeremiah trying to get back to the saloon or somewhere where we can get inside and slam the door.
Yeah, and you're looking left and right. Most businesses, they're closed and they're like boarded up at night. But you can give me a notice roll to find something that's open.
Okay. Notice. Six.
Ooh, okay. Well, with the six, yeah, you spot a cobbler's home with the lights still on, candle burning.
I am going to run up to the door and try to open it first.
It will be locked.
Okay. Help! We're being chased by
And you
the
go
evil
boom, boom, boom,
children.
boom.
Yeah.
All right, there's a movement from inside. Sounds good. We'll figure out what happens next turn, but it
Okay.
is going to be Queen of Clubs, which is Eustace. You are shaken. Give me a spirit roll for free. If you pass that, you can act normally.
Well,
You got a mean bruise, a mean bump forming on your head.
yeah, don't like it. For a little one, that kid's got a heck of an arm. Well, I got a 4.
With a four, that means you are no longer shaken and you get to act.
So you got that under control there somehow, Ambrose? I
Yeah,
don't
he's gonna be mine for a little while anyway.
I get the feeling that if we slaughter all the little demon kids, the townsfolk ain't gonna care for us much.
No,
So
the poor kids here are under some kind of spell. I'm hoping to get this kid to spill his guts verbally rather than physically.
maybe he can take us to the leader while I load up my golden bullets.
That's I might not be able to hold him that long, but I can at least get him to say where they're going.
All right, then let's clear the area, make sure there ain't no other of the little varmints.
Hmm.
And I'll snatch the broomstick away so I got a whacking stick as well as a revolver at hand.
Sounds good. And just to let you know the rules for Savage Worlds, when you incapacitate an enemy, you can choose whether to kill them or non-lethally deal with them
Hmm.
as well. So it's all power to the players. So yeah, you can see the children with the wagon wheel. They're running away into the street.
Yeah. We'll be able to replace the wagon wheel once we get the curse off the children's. I have a feeling they'll give us a fine how do you do if we manage to bring the offspring back.
Oh,
I was hoping
this is quite nice.
I was hoping for one night with a mattress. That's all I wanted.
Mm.
Just one night.
I have to say, I'm not going to limp as much as I was doing the last few miles, and I'm grateful for that.
Sounds good. So you start loading up your golden bullets and you arm yourself for another attack. And I will say there are, let's say, two more children closing in as they step out of the shadows. These are brandishing like hammers.
Hammers. If a broomstick can give me a goose egg like that, I guess. Well, I still don't. I'm averse to shooting them, and the golden bullets don't grow on trees, so I'm going to take that broomstick to the little snots.
All right, you can give me a fighting roll then.
Oh, I got a 4.
A four is actually good enough. Why don't you roll damage? I think a broomstick's a D6 plus your strength.
Well, uh, heaven 6.
Wow. Okay, you just backhand the broomstick to one of these kids, and you just like knock them out
Yeah,
cold in the street.
the little ones I ain't so afeard of. I think she'd took her clear off her feet. Poor little child, poor innocent little thing. So, what do you figure? Is this a witch sort of curse, or?
It's magic of some kind. It's whether it comes from a person or some other entity. It's hard to tell. My guess is probably it's the latter, because unless there's some evil, wicked witch under a Pied Piper hill somewhere.
Yeah.
It's
Great.
a whole city full of bad kids. Seems like an awful lot of bad juju.
Yeah. There's still one more kid that is ready to strike. So just to let you know. We're moving on to Buongiorno. As you're running after Joe and Jeremiah up ahead of you, it seems like Joe is like knocking at a door quite rapidly.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for what they're running from.
You see more than 10 like little gremlins. They look like children with deformed children, of course, with rusty weapons chasing after.
Well, that's pretty terrifying.
Yes. Yes,
I'm
it
gonna.
is.
Does the building that Joe is knocking on have like an open window or something?
Yeah, it's got one of those small like windows that you could near the top of the wall.
I'm gonna try to climb up while being very drunk.
I love that. Give me an athletics check. Give me a -1. Actually, you're fatigued, so
Actually,
that's -2.
I get -2 because I have liquid courage,
Oh,
which
great.
gives me -2 to agility. Oh, yeah, that's agility based, right?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I think athletics is strength based. Let me look at the rules here.
It's agility.
Oh, well, there you go. So yeah, you get a -2 because you're plastered.
And yeah, with a -2, I got a grand total of 0. I got two twos.
So Joe and Jeremiah, you can see Von Journo, a familiar face, coming up from up right behind you, and he tries to go up the window, but all he ends up doing is just hitting his head against the wall and getting sprawled out on his butt.
Journo, what the hell's wrong with you? Open
You
up the
son of a
door.
bitch.
Jeremiah, it is your turn.
How close are the children?
Yeah, like I said, there's 10 plus kids like running after you. They're about maybe 60 feet away.
Okay. Then I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna pull out my gun and I'm gonna fire it into the air and I'm gonna try to taunt them, try to get a raise on a
Okay.
taunt.
Yeah,
And
why
I'm just
don't you
gonna
give me
shout,
a roll?
Yeah, any of you diminutive little menstrual cramps gets close, I'm gonna put a new asshole right through your chest.
Take a penny for that. Jesus,
They're
man.
children, language.
Yeah, so you fire into the air. Give me an intimidate roll, please.
Okay. Oh, got a critical fail. I got two
Okay.
ones.
So yeah, as you're firing wildly into the into what you think is the air, you hear a
Yeah.
window break and someone scream. It's like a woman's scream, and it turns
Okay.
out you shot into the house of what the one you're trying to get into.
Whoops.
And
Okay.
the kids, they're not stopping.
Come on, Joe, just break it down. We gotta get away from these weird little
Joe,
dwarfs.
you hear the footsteps that were coming to the door. They stop and then they rush upstairs.
Of course they do.
That's the fumble.
Um,
But it is the children's turn. They move another like 30-ish feet, and they're all like foaming from the mouth, warped faces, all sorts of deformities, all sorts of like cruel and unusual weapons. Like we got like a club with nails, cleavers, meat hooks. One of them just has a spoon. You don't even know what they're gonna do with it. You're afraid. But yeah, they're getting closer. Top of the round. Ambrose, Queen of Spades. Joe, you got a five of clubs. Clubs. Eustace, you get a two of spades. On Journo, a four of clubs.
I,
Jeremiah, yes,
I need to spend a penny. I can't have a two of spades.
very well. You have a nine of spades.
Heck. Easy come, easy go.
They might get lower. It's a good chance. You get a six of spades, Jeremiah.
Okay.
And as for the cursed children, they hit a three of spades. Pretty good. Queen of Spades, what are you doing, Ambrose? You have this little demon under your control
Mhm.
for now.
I'm going to ask it and hope that my magic allows for it to understand the command rather than it go "Ke" or just look at me funny from speaking English.
Mm.
Um, where do you go in the day? Where do you reside?
So this is like a psychic thing?
Yeah, I'm asking it to basically tell me where you reside because the puppet I can command it to do stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
basically commanding it to tell me where it resides during the day.
It says to you, we go to the mountain fortress. You'll get two more questions, I would say, for your turn if that's all you're asking.
Yeah. For the turn, yeah, I might
Yep.
as well make it. Uh, what fortifications does that place have? What defenses?
He says, oh, Papa has the best defenses. He's got the best sharpshooter in Mexico. And big, tall walls.
And Papa is the one that holds you under his control?
Yes. He calls himself Jet Black Jack.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes my questions for the round.
That sounds good. Nine of spades. Eustace, there's still one more kid, and he's rushing you with a hammer. Oh,
Well, I'm.
let me adjudicate that. I totally forgot to hit you because I was dealing
Yeah,
with the
it's true.
crowd. So, let's see what that is. Since it's only one of them, they only get the singular die roll. They don't get the group bonus or any group attack. I did roll a two. I'm going to spend a Benny. That's a four. I'll spend another Benny. You gotta keep things
I
exciting.
already got a lump.
Okay. Nah, he swings with the hammer, but he's surprisingly got not so surprisingly has short range with his little arms.
Little arms, little hammer. Then he
But you
come.
could you could tell if he did hit you, you'd probably break a bone. But it's your
Yeah.
turn proper.
Since his little arms and little hammer have to come close, I'm going to try to jab him right in the little gut with the tail of this here broomstick.
All right, let's see the fighting roll.
Knock the satanic wind out of him. Best as a 4 again.
Okay, 4 is a hit. Roll damage. D6 plus strength.
And that time it's 6 again. 4 and a 2.
Oh my lord. Nice. But no 10, right?
No tens.
All right. So you swirl the broom around, jab him right in the gut. You can see you knock the wind out of this kid. That is, he's still up and still swinging with the hammer wildly, or trying to.
Ambrose, I wonder if we ought but take ourselves inside and go and visit the mountain fortress during broad daylight.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Wonderful. Well, it's going to be 6 of spades. So Jeremiah, it seems like your intimidation has not worked. The
Yeah.
crowd of children is still rushing you.
I think I am once again going to just start take off running and trying to grab Joe and bring him with me.
Oh, so you're going in a different direction? All
Yeah.
right. So give me an athletics check.
Okay.
Oh
That's a
boy.
3.
That's a 3. Oh boy. So maybe this is what happens as you go to say, "Hey, Joe, we gotta go. We gotta go." And you start to move away, but then Bongiorno grabs onto you and says, "Hey, what about?"
Don't leave me.
Well, he's drunk, and that keeps you behind. It is going to be 5 of clubs now. Joe, what are you doing?
Yeah, Jeremiah, stop trying to help me. Well, now that he's got latched onto me, I was going to do the danger field thing, but now it would electrocute him and Bongiorno. Um, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to just pull out my gun and shoot one of these things in the head. I mean,
Okay.
I didn't want to hurt the kids, but
I
that one's
guess
got
that.
a spoon.
All
Uh,
right, yeah, if you'd like to shoot the kid in the head, you can definitely do
I,
that.
I'll try to shoot it in the leg.
Okay, you can do that.
Uh, Nobody's going to come to our rescue. I'm a terrible shot.
No
I
problem.
might just hit him in the head. Oh, I got a 6.
Ooh, nice.
And then
It's a
a
4 to
6 on
hit.
the 1, so 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, roll damage.
And what's my damage? Colt Peacemaker, 2d6 plus
Plus
1.
1.
4, 7, 8. 8 points.
All right, so this is exactly what happens. You aim your gun at a non-lethal spot. Well, who knows what that means?
It's a little girl. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
In a
It's a
white
little girl.
dress.
You shoot her in the knee, and it bends the other way, and she crumples to the ground, screaming, letting out a shriek.
Yeah.
You just shot a little kid. You give me a fear check, please.
Okay. And that spirit,
Yeah.
my spirit is 8. Let's see. 7.
7. Great. You are holding it together, but there is still that crowd that has not stopped yet. They're
Yeah.
going to rip you apart limb from limb with their hands and their weapons. But before that, it's Bongiorno's turn.
Okay, having failed the athletic way, I'm just gonna kick the door open.
All right, give me a fighting or a strength or an athletics even.
11.
Okay. 11. You just burst down this door. There's a bit of splintering. There's a foot-size hole in the door, but you're able to just unlock it and stumble on in your drunken stupor. Do you say anything to the other two?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. With a raise, could I get them in with me?
With a raise, can you get them in with you? I think if you pay a Benny, I'll
I'll
take
pay a
that.
penny. Yeah, I'll pay a
Okay.
penny.
All right. Great.
At least get
So
one of them in with me.
this is exactly what happens. Um, you rush them all in. This crowd of children, it's almost like a wave of just like flesh. And you slam down the door, and then through that hole that you kick through, there's like a child's arm and it's reaching through, trying to grab you. And I think that is going to be the turn of the children. They are going to try and grab you as you're holding that door back. You can give me an opposed strength roll. So you have to beat a 9.
Well, I did get another 11, so
Oh, great. So yeah, they're trying to grab at you, they're clawing at you, they're trying to bite at you, but you hold the door steady as it's being pounded, and you hear the wood splintering on the other side. Meanwhile, Eustace, this one you kind of thrust the broom handle into its gut. They're gonna make a spirit roll. They failed that, but I'll pay a Benny to not be shaken. And
These cursed brats got a lot of bennies in their pockets.
that's right.
Should have turned them upside down and shook them good.
This one is going to almost just gonna drop the hammer with both hands out where he's gonna lunge at you, and he's gonna try and bite you.
Well, that can't be good.
So your parry is the 8. I rolled an 8. That's bad. 13. I rolled a 13.
Well, I guess I better soak some of that, lest I get all those baby teeth marks in my neck.
Yeah. So the total damage I rolled was 12. So I think your toughness here is 5. So you would be wounded and shaken 1.
I think I'm up to
So,
6, but I was already,
oh, okay.
I shook off my shaking, but
Yeah.
yeah. So if I spend a penny,
You can soak, yes, which
yeah,
means you can make a vigor roll to reduce the amount of total pain you'll be in.
don't like it, Junior. Get off of me, you little monster. Well, I got a 7.
Oh, the 7's pretty good. Let's say the bite barely misses your jugular and he clamps down on your shoulder,
Ah, yeah,
spilling
yeah.
blood, and you push him off. Let's go again. Another round. I feel a joker coming. Ambrose,
About time.
8 of diamonds. Joe, 7 of spades. Eustace, 8 of clubs. Bongiorno, king of hearts. Jeremiah, jack of diamonds. For the kids, 7 of diamonds. All right, well, we're gonna start with the king of hearts. What are you doing, Bongiorno? You're holding the door back.
yeah, I'm gonna try to. If there's anything that I could like push in front of it without letting go of the door, I would do that.
That's a little difficult. I would say that'd be like a strength or an athletics roll with a -1.
I'll do a strength.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 5.
All right. There is a an old ooh. There's an old grandfather clock that you just like with one hand just with a crash.
That was priceless.
It goes in front of the door. So yeah, that's what you do. Meanwhile, the kids they're like screaming and they're trying to reach through the door. Uh, Jack of Diamonds. What are you doing, Jeremiah Jones?
What's inside the house?
What's inside the house? Loot, money. This looks like to be a shoe cobbler's store, so a lot of boots, a lot of tools. It looks like it's multi-purpose, so it looks like the cobbler's also living here. It looks like there is shrieking. It sounds like there's shrieking going on from upstairs from a randomly discharged firearm.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
There's
Let's
a there's
I'm
a
gonna look for a
man. He's
back
praying to
entrance.
God right now upstairs as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for a back entrance
There is a
or
back
exit.
entrance.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get out of here. Skedaddle.
Okay. Great. You find the back entrance. You are able to escape on a successful stealth roll.
Oh,
Give me
successful
give me
stealth
the
roll. Okay.
stealth roll.
Yeah. Let's see what I got. Okay. That's a 4.
4. That's good. You sneak away into the dark. Uh, 8 of diamonds, Ambrose. You still have this little munchkin under your control.
Yeah, I'm wondering. So I should have about another. I think 'cause it lasts 5. I think from memory. So I've got another, at least another couple after this.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to try and use the kid to kind of intersperse itself between Eustace and the other one that's not in my under my control.
Okay.
So it means that it takes pressure off Eustace.
I would say it's not directly attacking its compatriot, which is something it would not do, but it is
Mm.
hindering it. So I would say I would apply the distracted condition. I think that's
Yeah,
fair.
it's basically kind of go juggling itself in between, trying to get in the way of attacks rather than
Yeah.
directly attacking its buddy.
All right. Sounds good. That's no roll required, right?
Yeah, just do this.
Right. You're clutching that voodoo doll tight, and you're like you with commanding voice.
Mhm.
The cursed child moves. Eustace, it's your turn. There's another one coming from behind you.
Well, I mean,
You got the broom foo
yeah,
twirling around. It's still up. It's this
you
cursed
know,
child.
Ambrose and I are very much in agreement that we just want to get inside the damn house and stop whacking the children around or getting nibbled at. So I'm trying less for an offensive strike than for a
A
organized
retreat.
retreat. I
Ah,
mean, the
okay.
thing leapt on us as soon as it stepped out the back door.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, there's hot blood streaming down your shoulder. It's soaking your clothing.
At least
And
it's still hot.
yep, you retreat into the confines of this house.
Yeah, broom, broom outward back to the door and get inside
You can
and
see
slam it.
the hosts. They look fearfully from upstairs.
You ought
And
to tell a folk when you got rabid children running around loose and they just come to town.
they don't usually do that. There's only been
Hmm.
sightings, they say.
Just our luck.
Joe, it's your turn. Would you like to escape? You can escape either with an athletics or a stealth roll. Muted.
My stealth roll is better, but it's not much better. I'll try
Well,
the
you just need a
stealth
4
roll.
to escape.
All right, let's see what I get. Been nice knowing you all.
Before you get
I got a
eaten.
4.
Nice.
Okay.
You do not get eaten by a rove, a rabid pack of children. So you rush out the back into the night. Meanwhile, it is the children's turn. They're gonna try and smash down that door, the cobbler's door. All right. No, it holds because of the reinforced furniture. As for the hosts, this is your hosts. They're gonna try and bang on the door as well. Ooh, you see the doorknob rattle, and it flies off the door. You can see a vicious looking eye peering in. It seems like it's just the one that was on Eustace. The other one's still under the command of Ambrose, still outside. Uh, because Joe and Jeremiah escaped, I'm not going to include you in this round, just to speed things up. Ambrose, King of Diamonds, Eustace, Ace of Hearts, Bongiorno, Seven of Clubs, and the kids get a Four of Diamonds. So why don't we go ahead, Ambrose? What are you doing?
Right, so am I inside with
You are inside.
Eustace? Right.
The
Um,
kid's outside.
yeah. can presumably it can still hear me.
Yep.
So I'm going to be. I'll ask it. What weaknesses does Papa have?
Okay. Now here's the scary part. There's a there's a bit of a psychic intrusion here because now you get to make me an opposed spirit roll.
Oh, okay. Right. That's the great time to roll double one.
Oh shit. Okay. So this is exactly what happens. As you're asking this question, the kid just screams out, "No!" And then you're hearing a booming voice in your head saying, "What are you doing to my child?"
It's not yours.
Oh, it's mine, all right. And then you find yourself just like you're inside the hallway of this home. Eustace, you're looking at Ambrose. His eyes are wide with fear. And he starts to get lifted off the ground, maybe like 2 or 3 feet. And you're feeling this pressure from on your throat.
Ugh.
And yeah, maybe Ambrose starts like flailing around. What are you doing, Eustace? You're muted.
Not
Stun
being versed in
silence.
the magical arts, I'm just gonna sort of grab a hold of Mark by the middle part and try to drag him back to Earth.
All right, give me a athletics or strength roll.
Okay, well, one of those is slightly better than the other. Phew, well, I didn't fumble, but I rolled a one and a two.
Oh no. So Ambrose, you're still being like choked out. You're hearing that voice in your head saying, "Let go of my child."
Not yours.
All right. Great. Bongiorno, it's your turn.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to have much luck with the stealth option.
Oh, better run like hell. Give me an athletics then.
Well, I might not have much luck with that
Oh, because you're
either.
drunk off your ass? All you need is a 4.
Okay, I'll do my best.
That's all we can do, really.
Can you guys hear me?
We didn't hear the result of your roll.
Miserable failure.
Oh, okay. Great.
It wasn't a fumble, it was 2 and 1.
Well, you're welcome to reroll.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'll spend a reroll.
Okay.
Yeah, I still failed.
All right, so like maybe you try and like stumble out towards the back and you turn a corner and this is when you hear the door break down and you just hear a bunch of children yelling and why don't you call heads or tails for me, please?
Tails.
Tails? Okay. It's your lucky day. I rolled a tails. The crowd of children, they all run up the stairs like the first thing and you begin to hear screaming from the cobbler.
Not my problem.
And you are good for the night with this distraction. However, that will raise the terror level, and you drift away. Meanwhile, Ambrose, 5 of spades, Eustace, 2 diamonds, whatever this thing is outside, got a 6 of clubs. The voice, as it's holding you up, this psychic manifestation, it asks, "Who are you?"
Just gotta trying to hold on to that thought of not your kid.
Okay, give me an opposed spirit roll again.
Mhm. That's better. 9.
You have to beat a 6. You beat a 6.
Mhm.
Okay, that's pretty good. You can feel that invisible grip on your throat weaken, but before it does, right, it just tries to slam your body against like the walls of this house,
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. So that's not quite any damage or shaken or anything, but like you are able to fight off this psychic link, which you suspect that you've been opened up to because you use puppet on this kid.
Mhm.
But it's gone.
Probably in time with the puppet having dropped.
Yeah.
Ah, you'll get yours, damn it. Ah.
And you hear the kids outside, they kind of scamper away.
I'll be seeing you soon too.
With combat over, uh, everyone is free to meet back up. I'm assuming Joe, Jeremiah, and Von Journo, you're making your way back into the house. So yeah, maybe you see Ambrose and Eustace kind of peering, looking over the damages of the door, while Joe, you see uh, the house, which is a little damaged. You see the result of the wagon. It's kind of been picked clean of parts, like all the wheels are gone.
What do those little
All
zombie
right.
kids need with our wheels?
Well, apparently they live in the Hall of the Mountain King. Maybe he's a collector.
Yeah, they're up at the fort outside of town.
Well, they didn't like the light, but they didn't run away. So I don't know what we could use against these things. What sort of curse could this possibly be that's possessed all the children? I shot one, but I didn't want to. I didn't shoot her in the face or anything.
Mhm.
You should mention that at church this coming Sunday. Pastor, I have wanted the child's face.
Well, they were demon monster children. I don't know. I'm kind of pissed off that nobody warned us to stay inside at night. I talked to a guy. He kind of gave me a warning, but it was too little too late.
I complained to Mama Sita Maria, and she said that ain't never happened quite like this before. I figure it's just the way things go for us. That boat goes back across the Rio Grande for who knows how long before we get on, and all of a sudden the Kraken itself lurches up out of the depths.
It's the
Maybe it's
brands. It must be the brands.
maybe it's that mark on us. I was gonna say,
I
don't
wonder if
care
the
for it.
brand would stay there if we cut off our damn arms.
Oh, do you want to do that?
It's
It's
on
on
my
it's on
it's
your
on my
like
chest.
Oh,
Maybe they just like you, Eustace. Why don't you go out there and ask them?
I'm pretty sure they didn't like me. Do you usually go at people you like with hammers and brooms? Never mind, I didn't ask.
we could we could dress up as school teachers. They might run away from us then.
Or go after us all the harder.
Are we going to have to go to this mountain fortress and deal with
Apparently, it's
this?
got the best sharpshooter in all of Mexico, and high walls, and it can choke you from afar. Look at them bruises around Ambrose's bottle.
yeah, angry purple bruises have
Yeah, I'd love to.
formed on your throat.
All right. Well, we need to talk to these people and see what they know.
I
Maybe
have a
they don't
feeling they
know
do.
anything.
I have a feeling they do know what it's about, but it's like people don't tend to just open up their dirty laundry to strangers, especially foreigners that are coming through town. But if we offer the fact that we can help get them their kids back, hopefully we might get them on side.
I don't know if I'd want my kid back after it come at me with a claw hammer a couple times, but it's worth a try.
It hit me with a spoon and it hurt like hell. Uh, maybe I was a little wrong in some of the things I said about God and his way of doing things, but he's turning us into fucking heroes, and I don't want to be a hero. I want to be a bank robber.
Just think of yourself as a modern day Robin Hood. There you go. He was a hero, and he was still a
I
robber.
mean, is any of us keeping notes on this? We've had to deal with chupacabra. We've had to deal with hanging judges and giant leviathans.
We didn't really deal with a hanging judge, I'm happy to say.
Well,
Hopefully he'll forget about us before we get back to the States.
You plan on going back to the States?
Well, I'm never going to learn this Mexicali tongue. And honestly, ain't been such a lucky place for us nonetheless, or just as it is.
maybe God's trying to tell us something. I
Um,
suppose.
could I ask something? Were the silverware they had, were they made of silver?
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think we have stainless steel yet.
So this dude is a bandit, right? Maybe he's just using these kids to steal shit.
Well, then why come and attack us like that?
Because we have
Competition.
money.
If
He's
we're going
just
to go in there and do something about it, we've got to have some defenses. We've got to know what we're getting ourselves into.
If so, he might have a treasure trove, though, if he's really just stealing shit.
Well, it's true. But apparently silver, he's not allergic to silver. So what? He's not a werewolf or a vampire.
no, but it does
Unless
kind of
he's
make
trying to
sense.
hoard the silver to keep from being shot.
Let's see if he's allergic to these.
You get a penny.
I was saying it makes sense why if they're only playing with pennies at the bar, but or if the place is so poor, it's because the guy's already taken all their money. He's literally picking up scraps of what's left.
Yeah.
He's bleeding this town dry.
Well,
Partner bled me dry too. Speaking of which, would you mind having a look-see at this here? Them little teeth is sharp.
Yeah, give me a vigor check, please, Eustace, as you expose that bite.
Well, I got a 7.
All right, it's an angry red. There's teeth marks in your shoulder, but there is no like infection or anything.
Take these to the little brat's dentist.
Hmm.
Even the teeth, they're like misshapen.
So I'm not altogether quite unnatural, and I don't care for it.
Hmm.
in a way, these town folks ain't old enough that they couldn't replace the children with a little time.
You make it sound like kids are just objects. That I have a
Well,
feeling that they're probably a bit more emotionally tied to them than that.
I'm sure that's the case. I'm not tied to them, but all I saw was little varmints coming at us out of the dark with forks and spoons and things.
Ambrose, what's the papa called? Blackjack something or another?
Jet Blackjack.
Jet Black. I have a feeling that Jet Blackjack could come for the next set of brats just as willing, no matter how many they popped out.
Hmm.
If we can take care of this problem, then these people will be highly indebted to us. Maybe we will live here for the rest of our lives once we make this into a decent place.
Hero.
I know
There you go.
it
Now you're
makes me
thinking like a good
sick.
guy.
Well, I mean, we have to face danger anyway, and in this case, I don't feel like I'm helping them. I feel like I'm helping us.
Good enough.
Hmm.
Well,
I
maybe
wonder
that
if,
makes you think. Is this a good chance to start anew now that you're out of the Confederate States?
We still got to get to Mexico City.
Yes.
We can't
That's right.
start anew until we get our flesh back. Don't lose sight of what's important around
How much
here.
crime are you going to commit between now and then? Because the people won't forget.
Well, we've been mighty virtuous since we got down here, I would
That's true.
say.
How long will that be kept up? These are just some questions for your character to think about.
Depends on whether we can get Jeremiah Jones properly retreated. I have a
Muzzled.
feeling, yeah, possibly a couple of mule kicks to the head will correct whatever misfortune caused his current ideations. Buttercup looks at him awful angry sometimes. I mean, he's
But
constantly insinuating an unnatural relationship between the two of us. Confound him.
I love it. Love it. So what is the plan? You settle down for the night just as the sun starts to rise.
well, I think we should confront some of these town folks now, quite seriously. Tell them we know what the fuck's going on, and we ask them if there's any old wise men in this town that might know a little something about how to deal with children stealing demons. They just might
Pro-
not have the strength to do anything, but
They probably know where Jack came from in the first place.
let's find out because
You have a name. Yeah. All right. So just to give me some thing to work with, what's everyone doing? What are you doing, Joe?
you said that it's morning now.
Yeah. You barely got any rest.
I'm going to walk up to the first person who's going. I mean, they've got to be doing something. So uh, now that it's daylight, I imagine they do come out and take care of their business. Uh,
Yes.
and I'm going to ask him,
There's a bit of a crowd in front of the cobbler's shop.
who's in charge here?
A lot of people are murmuring. They kind of ignore you. You see a few legionaries, but they're not really fixing any of the problem. They're just watching.
I say, who is in charge here? We need to take care of this problem of yours, and we need to have some direction.
Hmm. Is anyone with Joe here?
I mean, if he's up early, I'm probably looking for coffee, so I might be with him.
Okay.
Um, uh,
Before I adjudicate that, Joe, I just want to know what Ambrose, Eustace, and Bongiorno are doing.
I figure we ought to approach the town as a collective,
Okay.
and that's
Makes
how
sense.
we've fent off these other beasts and ungodly critters.
Yeah, I mean, my suggestion would be that we try to look for someone like a mayor or someone who's at kind of the top of the totem pole in terms of the local authority. He or she might be the person we need to go and find. So yeah, be out with probably Joe looking for people that can direct us.
Okay, great. So you're all together, just to make things easier for me.
Well,
Hmm?
probably since as soon as I got in, I would have just passed out drunk on the floor. So I might be out of commission.
Okay.
We'll
Strong
inform
coffee,
you
that'll
later.
solve it.
So if that's the case, I would say an older man. He steps up and he says, "Yes, it's me. I'm the mayor here, Adrian Mortero."
And I tell him the details of the last night's terror attack and tell him that we have some experience with these supernatural sorts of things, and we want to stop it from happening any longer.
So you're some kind of monster hunters?
Well, not by desire, but it does seem to be something that we keep running into.
Okay.
I'm not going to brag, but what do you know? You tell us what you know so that we can deal with it.
We know that the children, they've been whisked away about a month ago.
About about a month ago, 30 days.
Right, but they haven't made an attack like this. Maybe there have been some assaults here and there, but nothing like this. What people saw out their windows last night.
Out their windows, indeed.
What do you know about this Jet Black Jack?
How do you know that name? He's
We heard it
he
last
was a
night.
criminal.
I noticed the past tense in that statement.
Yeah, we strung him up good.
Mhm.
Infamous bandit in the region.
Well, he's decided to come back and get your kids. Did he
Yeah,
make
at
any
this
kind of
point, yeah, the people start murmuring and they go pale, and they're
did
gonna
he
make a
make
spirit roll.
yeah, did he make some kind of proclamation that he would take his revenge and that's how he's going to do it?
Yeah, I think something like that.
Yeah, he made good on his promise.
What do you know about Chet Blackjack or what he
Nothing.
is?
You
We
tell
know the name.
us.
Well, you're saying he's back?
We're
We know
saying
that
that he's. Yeah,
We
go
hung
ahead.
him about a month ago.
Oh, about the same time the children went missing.
hmm
I'll be jiggered. What a coincidence that must have been. Y'all
He
people
must have
seem
had
to
some.
be. Yeah, you go ahead, Joe. I think you're being a
Well,
lot more.
he must have had some ties to the occult, demons, or something like that, because he is still active. Uh,
It can't be possible. He's dead. He's dead. Dead and buried.
well, just because where's he buried?
Uh, we buried him at the side of the town, like just outside the town, like a ditch.
Well,
Might
let's
be
go have a
worthwhile.
look and dig him up.
Yeah, dig him up, maybe dismember him, and then burn the remains, and then salt the earth where you scatter the ashes.
Okay, okay. You can take two of my assistants and they can show you where the grave is.
What were his
Meanwhile,
crimes? Oh,
oh, he was a bad man. He was a bad, bad man. As you're being escorted by the two.
Jeremiah,
okay.
how much you want to bet that there ain't nothing in that unmarked grave at all?
Apart from
Set
maybe a tunnel having dug itself out,
mm,
potentially.
Hell, Eustace,
Right?
this time you just might be right.
this
Yeah, so
time.
when you get to this lonely, isolated spot, the two assistants, they kind of stand there and he says, he's supposed to be buried there. Give me a survival roll.
Is that both of us or just Eustace?
Anyone.
Oh.
You
Oh,
can see where there's a wooden cross just unmarked right in the ground.
the -2 on my survival means I get a 3 or a 2.
Okay. Well, it's apparent to those that passed. Joe, you passed. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Joe, this dirt has been disturbed. It's been dug out, and it's in a way that it got dug up from below.
Crikey, we got ourselves some sort of. Is there a tunnel underneath it?
There is no tunnel. It looks like now this happened about a month ago, so but it does from what you get, it does look like something
He
was
burned.
buried and then it just dug itself
Dug it.
out of its own grave.
Shit.
And you can give me an occult roll, Ambrose, unless you already know what this is, which I know you do.
I'm I'm guessing it's a revenant or some kind of walking dead, but my guess is that it's a revenant.
What'd you get?
3 and a 1.
301? Okay.
Although actually,
You,
looking at the time, I'll give you a Benny
all right,
because
I'll
we've got
take
about
it.
10 minutes.
Make me an opposed spirit roll. No, I'm kidding.
No!
Imagine.
You can have another Benny.
Okay.
Use them or lose them.
Use them or lose them, folks.
5.
Yeah, this isn't no ordinary undead. This something filled with hate, something with occult slash magical psychic prowess. This this is a harrowed, and that's
Oh! Mm, ouch.
and you have all the information on that. So
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, this guy's going to be rather hard to take down.
Ambrose, do you turn a little pale?
Maybe a little bit.
What on earth is a harrowed, Ambrose?
Did you hear the stories that the Epitaph was putting out a while back about Gettysburg with the fact that the dead just got up on the from the battlefield and started attacking again after they'd supposedly died.
I thought that was all just nonsense, but
No, that ain't nonsense. That ain't bullshit. Uh, Spirits on the other side can come back and inhabit the bodies of the dead, whether you want to call them spirits, Manitou, whatever. They can use these meat sacks of what's left as uh, a nice vessel to run around with back in our world, and that's what a harrowed is. It's a corpse with essentially the memories of the former person that it used to be, that has this Manitou running around in the back of its head, puppeting it whenever it wants, and it's difficult to kill because how would you kill something that is technically already dead?
well, does it stop rotting or does it eventually just fall apart?
Now, you can they can take steps to pickle themselves. So I
Oh,
imagine he's probably
Jesus
going to smell a hell of a
Christ.
lot like booze or embalming fluid.
So you're
So,
saying Bongiorno might be one of these critters?
It's potential. Not Bongiorno, no, because he ain't dead.
well, he's pickled.
Oh, he's just pickling himself, that's
Yeah,
all.
he's getting used to the practice. If I'm ever not around to knit him back together again.
Well, can we
But
use that
yeah,
to our advantage? Would he be flammable?
no, it's still physical. Fire will still hurt it, but he's going to be one tough son of a bitch to take down. I tell you.
What about bullets?
Again, they can still kill it, but it's going to be
Already
a
dead.
hell of a lot of effort because you're going to have to literally shoot apart this walking corpse.
Fire's going to be probably our most effective thing, but we got to talk to these townspeople and tell them, look, they can't blame us for the children. This thing did this to their children. As far as they should consider that their children are lost, we'll try to get them back. But if we
I'm gonna let
fail,
that
it's not
occult
our fault.
roll ride, and then if you destroy this monster, these children will be reverted back.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, definitely.
we need,
We kill him and that's it. It's like you kill the evil sorcerer and the spell's gone. But we also probably going to have to contend with the rest of his gang, like his sharpshooter minion that he's got up there.
And
well,
that, do the townsfolk know where the mountain fortress is, where he's holed up?
They know a general location of where it might be.
Uh-huh.
I imagine there's also going to be a shitload of footprints in the dirt heading that way as well if all the kids went
that's
back
true.
that way.
Oh, yeah, cute little kitty prince.
Hmm.
Now, where in here is the part where we get paid?
The assistants, they look at each other and they say, "Yes, yes, we can reimburse you. Whatever you need."
Reimburse.
Well, that means to
Monster
pay us.
hunters. Yes, yes. Monster hunters. We will pay you.
Well, you got yourself an infestation here of unholy, malevolent little zombie imps, and that's going to cost you, sir.
They just shake their heads, yes.
But you have silver, correct? Or
Yes,
did
yes,
he
we
steal
have
all your
we
silver?
have silver. He has silver.
If we run across a horde of valuables up there, those are ours.
I don't know. I'm not going to
Unless it's
speak
like
on.
your wife's wedding ring or something, which we're not monsters after all.
Well, the mayor will decide. But he is a good man. He's a smart man.
And I sort of
I am not a smart man.
I take Eustace to the side and I say, this better not be like the Pied Piper where we do all the dirty work and then they never pay us.
Yeah, and then what are we going to do? Steal the kids back? I don't want a bunch of damn
Yeah,
kids.
I don't want
Whole,
no damn kids either.
whole city full of little snot-nosed sons of bitches? Hell no.
Plague-bearing crotch goblins are not exactly the kind that I would like to have more than one or two around me at any one time.
Here,
Yeah,
here.
I've been
And
kind of
my head
wondering
hurts.
I've been kind of wondering what would happen if you took a good bottle of whiskey and you stuffed a piece of cloth down into it and then lit it on fire and used it like a firebomb.
Sounds like some kind of Russian cocktail to me.
Call it a Willenhall cocktail.
Mm.
We
All
need
right.
something that we can burn the fuck out of these things.
So as you discuss your plans for raiding a mountain fortress with a Harrowed at the head of it, we'll pan out into the distance where the mountain is, and we'll end our session there.
I
Here's
see
some
vultures
whistling.
in the distance.
Yeah. We slink off into the sunset. Our players included Matthew Sanderson, David Gassaway, Stefan Amshi, Max Meltzer, and myself, with Alex Sun as the game marshal. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the Deadlands and the Savage Worlds role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.